Okay, now we're going to learn how to do blood typing using the Carolina Biological Synthetic Blood Typing Kit. So what you're going to need is a blood typing well, okay, or card. You're going to need your unknown blood sample. In this case, it says sample blood 2. And then you're going to need each of your three antiseria. Antiseria A, which is blue, antiseria B, missing a label here, which is yellow, and antiseria D, which is clear. And this is the one for Rh factor. So what I'm first going to do is take a drop of my unknown blood and put one drop in each well. And then you can see that these wells are labeled A, B, RH. So to the A well, I'm going to place a drop of blue antisera. To the B well, I'm going to put a drop of the B antisera. And to the RH well, I'm going to put a drop of the D antisera. Now, be very careful not to actually put the dropper down into the well, or you will contaminate the sample and get possibly the wrong result. Now, at this point, I could use my three um, toothpicks to stir each of these wells, but you want to be sure that you use a different toothpick for each well. So I could toothpick in well A, toothpick in well B, and then toothpick in the RH. What I find works even better is to jiggle them and tap them like this, and we're looking for clumping or what's called agglutination. If we see agglutination, it indicates that it is that blood type. So let's see what we can see. So I like to tap it for about a minute, and then we're going to zoom in and see what we're supposed to see. Okay, let's talk about what we can see here. So I'm going to look first at well A. Well A looks pretty uniform. It's homogeneous. I don't see any clumping. So we know that that is not A blood. On the other hand, in well B, we definitely see some clumping, some agglutination. So this indicates the B antigen is present, and at minimum, this has the B antigen on those cells. Now, the Rh factor, this one is always a little bit kludgy with the synthetic blood typing kit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I do see clumping there. So my guess here would be that it's clumping with B, it's clumping with Rh. That would be B positive blood. Okay, now we're going to do another sample here. So this is different from sample 2. We're going to put a drop of our unknown blood in each of the three wells. Well A, we're going to add antibody A or antisera A. That's blue. To well B, we're going to add antisera B, which is yellow. And to well RH, we're going to add the clear antiserum, which is antisera D. Another drop. Okay, again, now I'm going to try to mix these without the toothpicks, just with simple tapping here. Let's take a look at each of these three wells. Look up at well A, first of all. And what I'm looking for is, sort of clotting or clumping all over the place. And I definitely see that happening with this sample. There's clumping with A. Let's look with B. There's clumping with B. You can see that same sort of agglutination in there. And again, this RH, of course, is a little bit hard to interpret. There's a big clump in there, which to me indicates a little bit of maybe contamination because there's not any systemic clumping in the rest of the sample. So my guess on this sample would be because there's clumping with A, clumping with B, and no uniform clumping with RH, that would be AB negative blood. We have a final sample to type today, and our final unknown here. We're going to shake it up and then place a drop of the unknown blood or two on each of the three wells. Now, this is a different type of mixing plate. You can see that the labels for A, B, and RH are barely visible, but by convention, A and B are on the left-hand side where there's two wells, and RH is on the right-hand side. So to the top left well, we're going to add our anti-A antiserum, being careful not to place the dropper down into the sample. To the second well, we're going to place a drop of our anti-B antiserum, which is the yellow. And to the third well on the right, we're going to add a drop of our anti-RH or anti-D antiserum, and just like that. Okay, and again, I could mix these with toothpicks or I could just agitate them, and I'm choosing just to agitate them by a little gentle tapping here. making sure that we're not getting stuff into the adjacent wells and getting contamination. Okay, so in this case, I see clear clumping in A, no clumping in B, no clumping in RH. Sometimes there'll be some gelling, but we're not counting that. So clumping in A, no clumping in B, no clumping in D or RH. So in that case, the blood type we would say would be A negative.